The coolest car of Peppa Pig family. Daddy Pig is still fast asleep. Peppa and George are already awake. They want to go out and play. There's a phone call. It's Mummy Pig calling from town. Peppa and George rush to wake Daddy Pig. Soon, the pig family is ready to go, driving off in their little red car. Everything is going well until… Bump! Oh dear! The car has hit a sharp rock. Daddy Pig drives carefully to Mr. Raccoon's garage. Mr. Raccoon is very kind. He lets them borrow a new car. The family continues their trip. Mummy Pig joins them in the car, but it's a tight squeeze. The car shakes, makes funny noises, and goes very, very slowly. Finally, they drive back to Mr. Raccoon's garage. It runs perfectly. Everyone laughs and sings as they drive home. Rescuing a shirt caught in a tree. Afternoon. The backyard is filled with sunlight. A gentle breeze moves through the treetops. The older sister and younger brother are playing with toys. Toy cars roll back and forth. The little brother pushes the car around in circles. The sister neatly lines up the toys. Nearby, Mom stands by the clothesline. She hangs up damp shirts one by one. The shirts sway lightly in the wind. The two kids keep playing, but their eyes keep drifting to the fluttering shirts. Suddenly, the wind grows stronger. The clothesline shakes. One shirt at the end of the line lifts into the air. The two kids look up. The shirt spins once and gets caught on a tree branch. Dangling there, the little brother jumps up, points upward. The sister puts down her toys, runs to the base of the tree. Mom turns around, sees the shirt stuck on the branch. The sister stands on tiptoe, reaches up. Too far. The brother stands underneath, arms raised as if ready to catch, but the shirt is still too high. The sister looks around, picks up a dry stick from the ground. She lifts it up, tries to nudge the shirt. The stick touches the branch. The shirt trembles slightly, but stays stuck. The brother hops below, gesturing too high. Mom assesses the situation, turns, and calls into the house. Dad runs out from inside. Dad looks up at the shirt, nods in understanding. He takes the stick from the sister, changes position, reaches higher. The sister holds the stick steady below. The brother steps aside, watching nervously. Dad nudges once. The shirt shakes harder. He nudges again. The shirt slips free and falls straight down. The brother rushes forward, catches the shirt in his arms. Big smile, the sister claps. Mom smiles. The washing machine full of foam. Morning. The laundry area behind the house. Soft sunlight shines in. Mom carries a basket of clothes over, pours the laundry into the machine. The younger brother stands beside her, staring curiously at the detergent bottle. Mom pours detergent into the machine, then walks away to get more clothes. The younger brother picks up the detergent bottle, looks into the machine, pours in more. Not enough yet. He pours in even more. The older sister walks in and sees this, but she's too late to stop him. Mom comes back, closes the washing machine lid, presses the button. The machine starts running. At first, everything seems normal. After a while, foam begins to appear inside the drum. More and more foam, pure white. Foam spills out through the lid gap. Mom turns back and sees it. She freezes. Foam overflows, spilling onto the floor, spreading everywhere. Dad hears the noise, runs over. The whole family stares at the washing machine. The foam keeps swelling. Dad quickly presses stop. The whole family starts cleaning up the foam. Dad wipes the floor. Mom wipes the machine. The older sister scoops foam into the bucket. The younger brother sweeps. The foam spreads even more. The younger brother freezes, then laughs awkwardly. After a while, the floor is cleaner. The foam slowly fades. Mom looks at the detergent bottle, then looks at the younger brother. The younger brother lowers his head, smiles sheepishly. Dad shakes his head, but smiles. Peppa's pool slide fun! It's a sunny day. Peppa's family's gonna swim. The Peppa family are getting ready to change into their swimsuits. It's almost pool time. The Peppa family are all ready now. Everyone's wearing their swimsuits. Time to have some fun by the pool. Let's go swimming together.
Yes!
Peppa's ready to jump into the pool. Now it's George's turn. Oh, Pony's jumping already. Peppa and Pony are having so much fun in the pool. Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig are relaxing in the sun. Peppa and George are getting ready to slide down. They can't wait to splash into the pool. Pony is at the top of the big slide. He's ready to go. Yahoo! Peppa and George are at the top. They're ready to slide down. What a fun day at the pool. Peppa and her friends love swimming together.
Peppa Pig and the treasure in the dark cave. Yahoo! Bye!
Aha! Huh? Go, go, go!
Unexpected incident at the lighthouse. At the big lighthouse by the sea, something funny is about to happen. Security guard Panda is running around in panic. Quickly, he hides inside a cabinet and starts calling for help. Suddenly, two spooky ghosts appear. Oh, wait a moment. It's Daddy Dog and Mr. Lion dressed up as ghosts, trying to scare Panda. Meanwhile, the police officers are already on their way. Their powerful helicopters are flying toward the lighthouse. At the same time, Peppa Pig's family is visiting the lighthouse. Wow! The lighthouse is very big and very tall. Soon, the police arrive. The officers climb down from the top of the lighthouse.
Yes, sir.
Daddy Dog looks around for a while. Then he walks down to the lower floor. Mr. Lion is discovered by Officer Rabbit. Everyone soon realizes it is only a funny costume. Suddenly, boom! The police officers quickly run downstairs. Downstairs, Peppa Pig and George are looking around. There are many big barrels in the room. Suddenly, Daddy Dog appears in front of Peppa and George. Peppa and George look carefully at Daddy Dog's spooky costume. The two children quickly run away. George pushes a big barrel toward Daddy Dog. Daddy Dog happily runs after them, but he trips over the barrel and falls down. Peppa and George finally discover Daddy Dog's funny costume. Just then, the police officers arrive. Everyone starts laughing. What a fun and exciting lighthouse visit! Peppa Pig and the doctor at the hospital! Today, Peppa Pig, George, and Mummy Pig are riding on Panda's bus. Everyone is chatting and laughing together. Soon, the bus arrives at the hospital. Peppa's family gets off the bus and waves goodbye to Panda. Oh, Mummy Pig is pregnant. Today, she has come to the hospital for a checkup. Peppa Pig and George follow her into the clinic. Wow! There are so many medicines and medical tools inside the room. Nurse Rabbit walks over to greet them. Peppa Pig and George are asked to wait outside in the hallway. While waiting, Peppa Pig and George start playing chase in the hallway. They run around happily. George jumps up onto a long bench. Oh no! George slips and falls down. Peppa quickly runs over to check on him. There is a small bump on George's leg. Just then, Dr. Dog walks over holding a box of medicine. Dr. Dog smiles and invites Peppa Pig and George into the examination room. Inside the room, Nurse Rabbit and Mummy Pig are chatting happily when Dr. Dog arrives. Peppa Pig carries George and follows behind. George lies down on the examination chair so Dr. Dog can look at the injury. Dr. Dog takes out a special spray bottle. George feels a little scared. He closes his eyes and stretches out his leg. The spray medicine is gently sprayed onto the bump. Wow! The bump on George's leg quickly becomes smaller. Peppa Pig looks at George's worried face and giggles. George looks down at his leg. Oh, it already feels much better. and it doesn't hurt anymore. George happily thanks Dr. Dog. Everyone in the room laughs together. Doctors are wonderful. George turns into a giant. Tide is a bright morning at Peppa Pig's house. Daddy Pig turns off the television. Suddenly, ring ring. The phone is ringing. Daddy Pig answers the phone. It is Madame Gazelle. Something unusual has happened at the classroom. Daddy Pig calls Peppa. They quickly get into their car and drive to the school.
Huh?
Madame Gazelle is waiting in the classroom. Daddy Pig and Peppa arrive to see what happened. Wow! George has turned into a giant. George is now very big inside the classroom. When George moves, the whole classroom shakes a little. Freddy Fox and Suzy Sheep hold onto George's hands. George gently lifts them high into the air. George is very strong. Dr. Dog arrives with a special medicine. George takes the medicine. George slowly shrinks smaller and smaller until he is back to normal again. It was a surprising day at school. George will never forget the day he became a giant. Cleaning the house with Peppa Pig and friends. Inside the bus, Peppa and her friends are chatting and laughing together. Suddenly, George points to the side of the road. Oh, look over there! It's Miss Rabbit! She is standing beside a bush of flowers. Mr. Panda stops the bus. Peppa and George hop off and run toward Miss Rabbit. But what is Miss Rabbit doing here? Oh, Miss Rabbit is admiring the beautiful flowers. Peppa invites Miss Rabbit to ride the bus with them. The bus is happily rolling along the road. Soon, the bus arrives at Suzy Sheep's house. Here is Suzy Sheep. She is busy cleaning her washing machine. The room looks a little messy. Peppa and her friends decide to help Suzy clean up. Peppa is tidying the books and putting them neatly on the shelf. George is putting away the toys. Candy Cat is sweeping the dusty floor. Wow! Freddy Fox is carrying a big pile of things. And he is even balancing a ball on his head. Freddy Fox and George put the toys neatly into a box. George runs over to help Peppa move a heavy dumbbell. Peppa and George give each other a happy high five. Look at that! The room is now clean and tidy. All the toys and items are neatly put away. The floor has been swept and cleaned until it shines. Miss Rabbit gives everyone a sweet candy as a reward. All the friends laugh happily together. Working together makes everything easier.
The boat pond! It's a sunny day, and Peppa and George are going to the pond with their toy boats.
Hello, ducks!
Let's wind your boat up, George.
George's boat works with clockwork.
Quick, put it in the pond before it stops.
Mommy, can you wind my boat up?
Your boat doesn't need winding, Peppa. The wind makes it go.
But there's no wind. I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow my boat along.
It went really fast.
everyone! I've got my speedboat.
Wow, it's so fast!
Aha! Hello, everyone. I made this paddle boat myself. Wow, that's amazing, Pony.
Everyone's ready with their boats. It's time for a race.
Ready, everyone? Then let's go.
The boats are racing across the pond. Everyone had a lovely day playing with their boats at the pond. Peppa's crazy new car adventure. It's a quiet morning at Peppa's house. Everyone feels a little bored. Mummy Pig has an idea. Let's go to the amusement park. Uh-oh, what was that sound? The car is shaking. Oh dear, the car won't move anymore. Wow, so many cars. Maybe it's time for a new one. A dinosaur car. Fun, but too wild. The red car looks fancy, but too small for everyone. The big bus is trying, but it can't make it up the hill. Look, their old red car is all fixed, shiny and new again. Peppa's family drives home, happy, together, and full of giggles. Peppa's Dinosaur Park Adventure. Today, Peppa and her family are visiting the dinosaur park. Peppa's family is visiting the dinosaur museum. George is surprised, and Peppa is laughing with joy. Peppa's family discovers a special robot dinosaur. It can repeat everything you do. Yahoo! George tries a move. Wow! The robot dinosaur copies him exactly. Daddy Pig starts to dance happily. The robot dinosaur dances too. Peppa's family sees a giant dinosaur. It looks just like a giant slide. Peppa's family climbs up the dinosaur, then slides down together with joy. George slides down first, while Daddy Pig and Mummy Pig cheer happily. Peppa's family had a wonderful day at the Dinosaur Museum. They all laugh together and shout, "Peppa Pig!"
The warm pair of glasses. 1. Peaceful morning, Dad began doing the housework. He swept the floor, wiped the furniture. After that, he went out to the garden to plant some new flowers to make the yard look brighter and fresher. But as he bent down to look at the tiny sprouts, everything suddenly seemed blurry. He squinted, blinked a few times and gently shook his head before telling Mom that his eyes were not as clear as they used to be. Hearing this, Mum paid close attention. That afternoon, she went to the shop and bought a new pair of glasses for Dad. When she got home, she handed him the small gift. One day, while Dad was fixing a wooden shelf, the glasses suddenly slipped from his hand and fell to the floor. Dad picked them up and saw that the frame was broken. Without his glasses, his vision became blurry again. He looked at the damaged glasses with disappointment and sadness. Seeing this, the older sister and little brother quickly came over. After a short discussion, they brought some glue and tape from the house, applied the glue, and wrapped tape around the frame to hold it in place. After a while, the glasses were not as pretty as before, but they could be worn again. The two children proudly brought the repaired glasses to Dad. He put them on, adjusted them slightly, and smiled happily when everything became clear once more. Dad gently patted their heads and thanked them with all his heart.
Rescuing a cat on the roof. Noon. The living room is filled with sunlight. The whole family is sitting on the sofa, watching TV. Suddenly, a faint meowing sound is heard. Dad tilts his head. The older sister looks toward the door. The meowing sounds again, louder this time. The younger brother jumps up, runs outside. The whole family follows, outside in the yard. A cat is standing on the roof, trembling, afraid to move. The younger brother looks up. Worried Dad looks around, then turns toward the storage area. Dad brings out a ladder, sets it firmly against the roof. Mom and older sister hold the base of the ladder. Dad climbs a few steps, stops, reaches out toward the cat. The cat backs away further. Its whole body shakes, too scared to come closer. Dad stops completely, doesn't climb any higher. The younger brother looks at the cat, suddenly gets an idea. The younger brother runs back into the house. A moment later, he runs out again, holding a fish in both hands. He hands the fish to Dad. Dad nods in understanding and takes the fish. He raises it up. The smell of fish spreads through the midday air. The cat lifts its head. Ears perk up, sniffs. The cat hesitates, takes one step forward, stops, then suddenly makes a small jump into Dad's arms. Dad quickly holds the cat. The cat is safely rescued. The whole family lets out a sigh of relief. Dad carefully climbs down the ladder. Mom steps forward to take the cat. The younger brother claps excitedly. The older sister smiles. The cat is placed down in the cool yard. It lowers its head and happily eats the fish.
A surprise birthday party for Daddy Pig. It is a beautiful day. Daddy Pig is sitting comfortably and reading his favorite book. Inside the house, Mummy Pig is holding a shopping bag. Suddenly, there is a strange sound at the door. Mummy Pig opens the door. There is no one outside. Suddenly, a loud scream echoes outside the house. Daddy Pig quickly runs outside. Peppa and George follow right behind him. But something is very strange. There is only a bag on the ground. Mummy Pig has disappeared. They decide to follow the mysterious clues. Soon, the pig family car arrives at a tall mountain. The car stops in front of a dark cave. Daddy Pig, Peppa, and George carefully walk down the steps inside the cave. It is dark and a little spooky. Suddenly, Peppa and George stop walking. They smile at each other. Peppa and George quietly run back up the stairs, but Daddy Pig doesn't notice. He keeps walking deeper into the cave. Look over there. It's Grandpa Pig and Granny Pig. And there is Mummy Pig too. She is standing beside many colorful presents. Wow, there is a beautiful birthday cake. It is a birthday cake for Daddy Pig. Footsteps are coming. Quick, everyone hide. Daddy Pig walks into the cave. He looks around and sees the presents and balloons everywhere. Daddy Pig looks up and says, "Wow!" Boom! Confetti cannons explode. Everyone jumps out and shouts, "Surprise!" Peppa and George run to Daddy Pig happily. Daddy Pig blows out the candles. Fireworks sparkle in the sky. They are so beautiful. What a wonderful surprise birthday party for Daddy Pig.
The Vegetable Planting Contest. Morning. The backyard garden is filled with sunlight. The soil has been loosened and divided into 3 small beds. The older sister, the younger brother, and Dad stand side by side. Each of them holds a packet of seeds. They look at the garden beds. Then they look at each other. Dad signals, "Start!" The younger brother tears open his seed packet, sprinkles the seeds wildly. Seeds scatter even outside the bed. The older sister sprinkles the seeds slowly, evenly, then gently covers them with soil using her hands. Dad sprinkles the seeds very seriously, measures the spacing, sows them one small pinch at a time. The younger brother grabs the watering can, waters with full force. Water splashes everywhere. The older sister steps aside, laughs. Dad waters just the right amount, nods in satisfaction. Quick scene change. A few days later. Another morning. All three rush out into the garden. The cabbages have sprouted. The older sister's bed. Round, even cabbages, lush and green. Dad's bed. Big cabbages, neatly lined up, very by the book. The younger brother's bed. Cabbages. Big and small mixed together, growing in crooked rows. Dad signals, time to harvest. The three bend down, pull out each cabbage. The older sister hugs her round cabbages, smiles. Dad lifts the biggest cabbage, nods proudly. The younger brother hugs a slightly small cabbage. Mum walks out from the house, looks at the three cabbages. She walks around, observes carefully. Mum points at the younger brother's cabbage. The younger brother's eyes widen. Then he jumps up happily. The older sister and Dad look at each other, burst out laughing.